Hello, my beautiful superstars. Welcome back to Self Centered, the podcast where we make loving yourself the vibe and the lifestyle. So, today's episode is one for the lovers or for anyone who wants to be in a healthy, fulfilling relationship. We're diving into a juicy topic: self love and relationships. How to love your partner without losing yourself. Because let's be real, we've all seen or been in that relationship where someone disappears into their partner's world, forgetting who they are. Spoiler alert, that's not love, it's self abandonment. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to keep that fire burning in your relationship and stay true to yourself at the same time. It sounds good, right? So let's go ahead and jump in. But first, let me give you a quick plug. If you're serious about leveling up in love and life, my book, The Self-Love Letter, is a must read. It's your step-by-step guide to building a foundation of self-love. Because let's face it, you can't pour from an empty cup. And guess what? I'm also offering life coaching now through Erin Counseling and Consulting. Whether you want to chat in person at 4307 East Independence Boulevard, Charlotte, North Carolina, or virtually from anywhere, we're here to help you create the life and relationships you deserve. Let's get started with this together. So, let's talk about why self-love is key in relationships. We can get into this in a bit more depth. So, let's break it down. Self-love in a relationship isn't just a cute buzzword. It's honestly the foundation of everything. Why? Because how you treat yourself sets the tone for how others treat you. And it may seem like a simple concept, but honestly, it's hard to keep up and maintain. It really does set the tone for how others treat you with how you treat yourself. So think about it. If you're constantly putting yourself down, your partner might start believing that narrative too. If you don't value your own time or energy, you might end up in a one-sided relationship where you're doing everything. Self-love is like the instruction manual for how you want to be loved. When you love yourself, you set boundaries, you communicate your needs, and you stop settling for crumbs when you deserve the whole dang bakery. Because what do we deserve? Everything. So, there is a balance that can be drawn between loving yourself and loving your partner. So let's talk about that balance. Because here's the tea. Self-love and romantic love are not enemies, they're BFFs. But like any good friendship, they do need boundaries. It's important that you make sure that your self-love corresponds with your romantic love, and you make sure that you create a balance. So let's talk about how to strike this balance. You've got to keep your own identity. Don't stop doing the things you love just because you're in a relationship. And I've been there. We always want to get lost in love. But if you were painting, running, or hanging with your friends before, you got to keep doing those things, because those are the things that make you you. And your partner fell for you, not a version of you that's 24/7 available to cater to them. You've got to remain yourself. Although it can be easy to follow the distractions to pour yourself into someone else, make sure that you focus on yourself first. And relationships are about give and take. But if you're constantly the one giving, it's time to ask yourself why. Are you afraid of confrontation? Are you trying to prove your worth? You got to remember, you are enough just as you are. You don't have to prove your worth. The best relationships are partnerships. It's not about one person outshining the other. It's about growing together. Cheer for each other's wins, but don't lose sight of your own goals. It's important to make sure that you're supporting your partner, but you're also supporting yourself at the same time. So, here's a quick reminder. If today's topic is hitting close to home, don't wait to start your self-love journey. My book, The Self-Love Letter, is packed with tips, affirmations, and actionable steps to build the life you need for yourself. And if you want some one-on-one time to really dig deep, I'm offering life coaching through Erin Counseling and Consulting. Whether you're working on your self-love, navigating a relationship, or just figuring out your next step, I'm here for you. Visit us in person at 4307 East Independence Boulevard in Charlotte, North Carolina, or book a virtual session from anywhere and we can make magic together. So make sure you visit me in person or virtually to set up the next steps for your dream life. So now we're going to get into talking about how we can navigate challenges in love while also staying true to yourself, because it's important to create that balance and do both even when there's challenges. So every relationship has challenges. The trick is to handle them without sacrificing who you are fundamentally. Here are some superstar strategies. First, you need to communicate honestly. If something's bothering you, speak up. Your partner isn't a mind reader, and if they can't handle your honesty, that's a red flag. You've got to set boundaries. This isn't just about saying no, it's about saying yes to the things that align with your values and your energy. Boundaries aren't walls, they're guidelines for respect, and it's important for you to set up boundaries to keep the things that you want out, and let what you want in. You've got to celebrate your wins together, big or small. Share your victories with your partner, but don't wait for their validation. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Now let's get into why self-love makes love better. Here's the big picture. When you love yourself, your relationship benefits. You bring confidence, joy, and stability to the table. You're not looking for someone to complete you because you're already whole. And let me tell you, that kind of energy, it's magnetic. I can speak from personal experience. People are drawn to those who know their worth and aren't afraid to show it. It's a subconscious thing. So, love yourself and love better. All right, superstar, here's a takeaway. Self-love isn't selfish, it's essential. When you love yourself, you show up better in relationships. You're more patient, more confident, and less likely to lose yourself in the process. So do the work. Read the self-love letter, book a coaching session with me, and start living the love story you deserve with yourself and your partner. And don't forget that I'm here for you when you need it and when you're ready. So that's it for today's episode of Self-Centered. Remember, you can have it all, self-love and romantic love, without compromising. I'll see you next time, but until then, stay bold, stay balanced, and stay centered. Later.